It's a nice, bright, early, cold morning. So if you probably received an email from me, just a couple of reminders for today. But we will start the exercises just to give you some idea what we are going to cover today. We're going to start off with some joint mobility exercises. Then we're going to do some mini warm-ups just to raise the heart rate up, just wake up some balance also. Then we're going to have a look at some strength exercises, cardio and stretches at the end, just to calm our bodies down. We should have some props in hand. Don't worry if you didn't get a chance to gather all of the props, but that's absolutely fine. I'll perhaps modify some of the things that we could need. So if you don't have a stick or like a broomstick, absolutely fine. You can use the back of the chair or sofa for extra support. And yeah, just bring some good energy. Have a glass of water nearby, and if you just perhaps find a nice open space. We have about 14 or 15 people joined us this morning. So yeah, I'll go a few steps back, and just find a nice and open space. I'll give you an opportunity to just get your body and mind connected to what next half an hour or so. The class is going to be roughly about half an hour, then gives us 10-15 minutes at the end to catch up. So just really starting off with rolling your shoulders, and as you do so, just really connect with your breath. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose, and then breathe out through your mouth. What we're going to do is just try to cover all of the ranges of motion, although shoulders can do circles, but they can also do things like this. Look, these are called retractions. Really good way to sort of wake up the posture. We emphasize throughout the postural movement. So what are you doing? You're just squeezing your shoulder blades together as if they want to sort of touch each other, or as I say, kiss each other. Yeah? Right, just keep breathing for now. Just see if you can always, if your shoulders are feeling a little tired, you can always do some circles. And do this on both directions. That would be great. Okay, this one is a little bit harder, but I think not impossible. If you just raise your arms up, nice and high, what we're going to do is do the glides. So it's a very small movement. So look, arms are up, and then pinch your shoulders in this almost gliding motion. They'll go up and down without bending your arms. Yeah. Also shoulders can glide, especially the shoulder blades. You can always move around, you don't have to stand very still, it is a movement class after all. Great. Again, these are part of the sort of joint mobility movements. Okay, what we're going to do is look at if you guys can keep yourselves muted, that would be great. Stand nice and wide, and let's see if we can turn the hips in this. It's almost like a rotation, mini rotation. See what feels comfortable. We use this movement just to wake up the balance also. You can see my feet, just turn the foot it's almost like a golf swing type of motion. Keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. Now, can you lift your arms up a little bit higher? Now, this is going to be a little bit more aggressive because we're going to turn the whole body almost 180 degrees. Turn your head with it. See if you can twist your head. Just be careful with the balance, of course, because when your head moves, body always follows the head. So just speed it up. Okay. Going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it up. Lovely. Okay, now let's look at a neck, which is known as quite a vulnerable part of our body, but it does so much throughout the day, and it moves so much sometimes. Just if you look over to the right and then left, You touch your fingers on your clavicles, you can actually feel a slight stretch coming from your clavicles, and even simply turning your head left to right. Now let's do up and down. Just be careful when you tilt your head back. Don't go too fast. Tuck your chin all the way down, and then point it back up. Keep breathing throughout this, through your nose and out of the mouth. One more, please. Good. Great. Again, roll your shoulders out a little bit. You can always, I like to sort of bounce from one leg to another. Very gentle there, very gentle, nothing too heavy. Great. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's open up the shoulders and the chest muscle with it, because we are going to do some upper body motions, strength exercise especially. So let's do 5 going backwards, and then we'll do 5 on the opposite direction. So 1 more after this. Try keeping the arms straight as it goes back, and then shake it up, and the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. If you've been doing this just one arm at a time, let's switch the sides. Otherwise, just carry on doing as you were doing with both. I'm doing one at a time here, so yeah. 1 more. And as we're going through this sort of warm-up joint mobility exercise, let's change the direction if you haven't done so. I want to apologize, there is a gardener outside, so if you can hear the machines going pretty loud, apologies, they probably will finish soon, but yeah, listen up, that's the reality we are in. So there you go. Right, what we are going to do, some foot mobilizing exercise. Imagine if you wanted to, you can either stand on one leg, or just simply hold and reach for some, like either a wall or a back of a chair, and I'm going to get you to just point your foot up and down, just like so. You can do a couple of circles, another 5, 4, go anti-clockwise as well, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch the legs. If you find this is pretty easy, just simply let go your hand and just use your hips to give you that extra balance. We're mobilizing the foot, because a lot of the standing exercise that we're going to practice today, we're going to need to use ankles and the knees and the hips all together. It's never good to sort of break the bodies in sections, but we work as body works as one, as we know. Right. One more exercise, what we are going to do is this sort of relaxing of the lower back. We know a lot of stress and sort of pain sometimes can gather around this part of the lumbar back. So all I want you to do, just gently raise your arms up and just roll down slowly. If anything, let's use this as a test. Without bending your knees, see if you can roll down as far as you can go, but don't force it. Don't bounce, avoid any sort of bouncing motions. Just tuck your head in, relax. If you can touch the floor, absolutely amazing. If you can't, that's not a problem. Maybe what we could try, we could actually test this at the very end. See, then you can take a gauge and compare how you feel. Come up slowly, roll your shoulders. Let's just do one more. This time, hands down your thighs, and just roll down slowly, slowly. If anything, exhaling way down. And then roll yourself up. Nicely. Up. Roll your shoulders at the top. Again, breathe in. And we're going to move on slowly to the next phase of the exercises, which is probably, this might be a good idea if you wanted to have a little sip of water, have a little drink. I'll give you a quick explanation, description how this is going to work. We have 6 exercises. All are encouraged to work on your strength, but also get your heart rate up, but also maybe even challenge you a little bit. But please be careful, we're all adults here, and if something doesn't feel right, or something, if you notice or if you're aware of your heart is working harder than it should, please just slow down. I will give you modified versions of each exercise. So let's just wake up the hips. You may want to have a few props nearby now. So perhaps set up a chair, which we'll use for certain exercises, but make sure you have a space around you, please, so I can see nice and large. Good. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Just practice this simple squatting pattern. If you feel the knees don't like it, just don't go as low. So here's the plan. I'm pretty sure we can all challenge where we drive the hips back. Here's fine. Here's okay too. Now if this is too easy, just drive the hips back even closer, almost in line with the chair. Now what I don't want you to try to do is put too much weight over your toes, where you do this and your body feels like it's going forward. You can always use a support as a chair and just drive the hips there. If you don't need this chair, absolutely just use the arms out technique, otherwise just touch either a wall. Just hold this position. Give me thumbs up, guys. I can see some of you in the small. Give me thumbs up if this feels okay. Just squatting. Yeah? Okay, I can see a lot of thumbs. Great. Alright, go up slowly. Okay, now that we can all do this, let's begin if you can do this, everything else is going to be easy now. So, shake your feet up. Now we're going to get you to time things. So, actual exercise is going to be timed. I'll use my stopwatch, roughly about a minute on each exercise, and then we're going to encourage a cardio. So, first exercise is going to be high knees. Nice, simple. Try use the action rotation of the body. Twist, knees up. This is going to be for 60 seconds. So, let's see how we go. You're already 15 seconds in. Let's progress this a little bit. On your toes, look. Not a flat-footed, on your toes if we can, and then get your knees a little bit higher. If this is too much, just simply high knees. Bend your elbows, almost elbows are touching the knees. Like a joint to the joint. Keep going. Again, listen to the heart and breathe. We have another 15 seconds to go. Again. Keep going. But slowly, if you have a heart rate monitor, just keep an eye on the heart rate. Mine says about 120 at the moment, so don't worry if you don't have one either. It's not a problem. Just listen to the sort of rate of preserved. So no more than 7 out of 10 perhaps. Shake it up, relax, relax. Okay, next up we guys have squats. And what we are going to do, combine this exercise with some punching, squat punches. We did this last week. If you joined last week, you may remember this. So, here's a plan. We're going to go up, there, pop the hips up nice and strong at the top. Just before we begin this, just avoid this. When you go up, avoid leaning back. So that would be a no-no for the back, basically. Just drive the hips back slowly, gently, pause, and then up. Now, if you don't need the chair, hey, take a few steps away. Let's go. 1 minute, up. Just push the hands out. Just counterbalances the whole body as you drive down. Let's go. We have 1 minute of squats. Keep going. Nice. Keep breathing. Doesn't really matter when you breathe in or out, as long as you don't stop. So sometimes I get asked, is it better to breathe in when I go down or when I come up? Doesn't really matter. Just keep going for now. We have 15 seconds to go. Good. Keep moving slowly. Chair is good too. You don't have to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Just shake it up. Now, if you got my email, if you're on the mailing list, I might have suggested some weights or cans. Doesn't matter whether they're bins, so as long as they're full and you're not cheating, they're not empty, that's fine. So here's what we're going to do. Nice full grip. Get all the fingers around. Please don't hold it like this or like this. Nice solid grip. There. Little bit faster. 1, 2. 1, 2. Really try and encourage the shoulder to twist. Let's go. 1, 2. Keep going. Speed up or slow down. Depends how we feel with the heart rate. Now what we could do, just add extra complexity. Move into a squat position. Keep moving. We're sort of multitasking or joining. Joints have to also think in this sort of multiple patterns. And it's always a little bit harder when you have to think and move same time. Keep going. Final 10 seconds. Let's speed up if we can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not moving. We're not moving. Good. I can see. Right. Put this down on the side. Superb. I like that. That was really good. Okay. Mini break. About 10 to 15 seconds break. This is just, let me show you, demonstrate the next exercise. So we're going to need a wall or a door. I have a wall closest to me. I'll choose the wall. If you only have a door, make sure it's not opening up as you lean back. So make sure it's on the other way, on the strong way around. If you probably know what I mean, if you're not sure. So we have a chair squats. Great exercise to strengthen the leg muscles, especially those small muscle groups around the knee. So what we are going to do, we call this a pretending chair seat. So try to keep at least hip width gap between your feet and then lower down, ideally in this 90-degree angle. If not, that's fine. You can always go a little bit higher when your hips are up. Guys, we have 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. Let's go. Hold. Oh, stick your whole body against it. Don't worry. Just push the lower back into the wall and hold. Great. Hold it. Hold it. Great. Keep breathing. Nice open posture. Here we go. We've passed halfway. 25 seconds if we can. If it gets really hard, guess what? Just creep up, go up a little bit so it's easier for the knees and the thigh muscles. Keep going, but keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, you can use a chair or use your hands to come up. Shake it up. We're going to get the high knees going as well, just to get the heart rate up. This is going to be 30 seconds, then a little break. Let's go. Knees have already worked, leg muscles have worked, but let's get the heart rate. Light, or simply, if this is too much, high knees. Keep going. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really hold this in. Hold, don't avoid any, nobody's doing this, but just keep it nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, beautiful. 2, 1, I see more jokes, that's good. Shake it up, relax. This is 20 seconds break. Just roll your shoulders and then just regulate your breathing, please. We're doing great. Next, we're going to need either a chair or a sofa. Got it? Just take a look at the exercise. If you had something slightly soft, what you could do, I have a soft pad. You don't have to have a soft pad. A towel will do, or a gym exercise mat. Something soft where if you were to rest your elbows, doesn't put too much pressure. But if you're feeling strong, go for it. I've done it without, but today I feel a little sore around my elbows, but yes, here's the plan. So what we are going to do is hold this line. I'll show you different variations of this on the elbows. So this is a plank on the chair. So idea is that elbows connect to the floor or a sofa or a chair. If this is too easy, go on the floor. Some of us we have done. 1 minute is the target. Hold in this position. And breathe. It's a holding exercise, but we carry on breathing. If you can't do this for a full minute, it's absolutely fine. I don't expect you at this stage to do full minute without a break. If you can, amazing. Just do what you can. Keep going. You can always take a little break and join us. We have about 20 seconds of practice on this planks. Great. Keep breathing. So this is great for the stomach, abdominals. Squeeze the hips muscles. So squeeze your glutes if you're holding this position. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly either go onto your knees or come up onto a standing position by kneeling up. This one is a bit of a tough one, so we can practice next coming sessions. So, this has different variations. Next up, we're going to do side crunch. So give me nice hands on your hands by your side, and here's what we're going to do. Knee goes up, and little twist. Don't worry if your knee doesn't like to come up this high. What you could do, just practice one side at a time while holding a support with one hand. If you're feeling brave, let's go. 1, and then 2. 1, 2. Good. Do at your pace, please. 30 seconds here. Really add this little side crunch. Elbow to the knee. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and little break. Sip of water would be good if you wanted. Again, please listen to the heart. Although we want to encourage the cardiovascular element, we do want to keep the heart rate under control. A broomstick available? Anybody? Or a stick? Don't worry if you don't have it. I know some of you are in the middle of moving homes or just everything is in the attic, and so it doesn't matter. So what we are going to do is just practice this balancing exercise, and I like to train my clients on single-legged quite a lot, and there's a whole benefits of doing single-legged exercise its own rather than doing both legs together like squats or lunges and so on. But you can simply use the back of the chair. That's fine as well. But please have a wall or some kind of support. I have a stick, so I'll use the stick. We're going to time this one. It's going to be about 45 seconds on each leg. So here's a practice. I would like to imagine a clock on the wall. If you have one, have a quick look at it. Here's what we're going to do. Imagine you're going to shift entire weight on one leg and go 1, 3, and you need to have enough space to go down for 3 behind you. So I will do it this way, look. 6 o'clock. So you go for 12 at the top, across 3 o'clock, and down for 6. We got it? If you find that it's holding on to something is too easy, let's go without. So here we go. 45 seconds. Do as many as you can. We're just practicing a simple balancing and strengthening exercise for the leg. You can actually count how many cycles you will do on leg. And we can even compare it to left and the right. So at the moment I'm doing on my left. If you started with your right, it's fine. Just make sure we go to the opposite leg after. Doing great. Keep going. Keep going. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and the supporting leg work. Shake it up. One of the things that we could do is, as we're going through this, some knee or some already known exercise, just make a mental memory, and when we do our weekly check-ins, let's bring this up to conversations, and I can break down some of these exercises more in detail if you're not sure any of. So if you remind me of this balancing exercise I'm not quite sure about, we can go more in detail. So let's go on to the opposite leg now. So other leg. So in my case it's right. So we go again, front, 1, across towards 9 o'clock, and then down for 6 again. So throughout this each movement, knee, look what knee's doing. So it's bending, 1. Think of it almost like if you imagine like a car and you have a suspension, right? So it's response to this change of direction. Like an ice skater also. Again, this is too much, or if you don't have too much space, use something like a wall or a chair. Just popping on the hips. Good. Keep breathing. We have 20 seconds on this leg. This is the last one on this single-legged. Then we have some modified push-ups coming up. Good. Heather, I like that. Both hands are here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Finish strong. Shake the legs up. Legs can sometimes, muscles around your thighs and hamstrings can feel a little burning. Okay, here's what we're going to do. These are fun. So these are side jacks. So here's what we're going to do. Look, side step. But just to get the heart rate up, let's use this like a rainbow shape. Hands above. Again, if it's slightly uncomfortable to go like this, just go as high up to the shoulder height. Look, 1, 2, 3. Guys, we have 4 minutes of this. Let's go. Love it. So as you side step, arms go up. Side step. Doesn't have to be a big step. Even the slightest shifting of the weight. This. Because remember, body works not just sagittal, just front one direction. Body also works in the side pattern. So let's go. Use this. If this is too easy, really reach your toes. Oh. Keep going for 20 seconds. Really nice. Greta doing well. Jane, nice job. And final, shake it up. Again, mini 20 seconds break while I show you the final set of exercises while standing up. So, nice. Great, Jane. Keep it up. Okay, we have modified push-ups. I know we have quite a tough people here, so you can always challenge yourself by doing this on the floor, but I'm going to show you the exercise either against the wall, or I have a frame, or even a chair or sofa could work. So the idea here is that we strengthen the chest and shoulder muscles, which are, surprisingly, we actually use quite a lot throughout every single day, when we carry things, when we hold things, when we put things up on the shelf, and so on. So what we are going to do, I'll show you 2 versions. So I would say this is the one. This one is going to be a little bit harder. So take a quick look. Eyes nice and closed. It's not going to be easy. So holding this position, but this time on your hands. And here's what we're going to do. Our aim is to bend your elbows almost like halfway in line to the body. You don't have to go all the way down. Hold and then push. If you can't go all the way there, just simply hold this position. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to set up. If you don't need the bench, guess what? You can go down on the floor and just simply hold this position. That's fine too. Guys, you have 60 seconds just holding this and moving halfway and up. Again, you decide whether it's either on a chair or even at the wall or frame. Let's go. 60 seconds. Jane, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Just do your own practice. Remember, it's not a race. If you notice your hips don't like it, just squeeze the glutes nice and tight. Doing great. Again, if the elbows and shoulders find it hard to go too low, just go as low as you feel comfortable. The plan here, with this Super 6 exercises, you just give me your what you've got. Give me your super strength, not somebody else's. Good. We're past halfway. 20 seconds. Keep holding. Shoulders might even be burning a little bit. Make sure your hips are in this nice diagonal position. You're not doing this. Nice. Hold it. Final 10, 9, 8, 7. Let's go, Malcolm. I can't see you, but I can see you there. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake the arms up. Yes. I think we should do this at the beginning. What do you say? Okay, now it is hard, I know, and I deliberately put this towards at the end, not because I wanted to make you realize how hard this is, but that's something we can work towards, okay? So, just heel kicks. It's a good way to release the tension in your thighs. Keep going. We're nearly there, we're nearly there. Okay, just final few exercises to go. These are for more stretching and calming exercises. So, 2 versions. Those of you who find it okay to go down on the floor and do this lying down, absolutely it's fine. Otherwise, I'll show you this seated version, which is slightly modified. Just it puts less pressure on the knees when you go down. So the first one we're going to do is simple hamstring stretch. So take a seat on the chair and kick. About 10 of these kicks. Now, if you don't have a chair, simply what you do, just roll on your back, like so, tap one knee, and let's go. Apologies if I've gone a little bit quiet, the microphone might be too far. There, and rest your head back, roll the shoulders on the floor. And as you kick your leg, point your toes down towards the face. Yeah. Let's switch legs, please. There. Especially during the sitting phase, while we sit down, or the hamstrings, these back of the legs, get extremely tight and restricted if they're in this position for too long, especially during this time, sitting down. Point. And, okay, roll. Again, just simply sit up on the floor. If you are on the floor, just stay seated. Hopefully you can see my toes also, like so. If you are doing this on the chair, just simply stretch and reach towards your toes. Relax your back. If you can touch your toes, even better. Just reach, come back up, open up your posture, take a deep breath in, and then reach towards the toes again. So look, those of you who are doing this seated, try this. Just glide out. One more attempt where you come up, take a deep breath in, and it's great. Easy peasy. Right. Come up. I always like to, people that work with me always know I like to finish the exercise standing up. So let's shake your feet up. We'll loosen up the joints. Right at the beginning, we did this exercise, the touching the floor, without bending the knees. So let's give it another try, and I'd like to see if you might have a mental memory how easy or how hard it was. So let's give it another practice, and you tell me how it feels at the end. When you go down, simply roll down and reach. Do this one slowly, reach towards the toes or even the floor if you're able to. If it's too easy, touch back of your hands on the floor. And just roll yourself up gently. And great. Roll the shoulders. Just final little stretches for this little flexor muscles for the hands. Try to keep the arms straight, Greta. There we go. Good. Switch the hands. And shake the hands out. Good job, everybody. We are done for this morning.